Hello guys, yeah, we're going to start now. Let me check, the time is 35. Let's continue with the class. So today we're going to finish a little bit of what we started via the so we did a little bit C string with a C string already. So we're gonna try so that we can finish C string so that the next class we'll do classes or pointers. So I hope you can hear my voice when I'm speaking.
Yes, sir.
All right. So let me just set up a so I did show you guys so far about how to write in the file. After showing you how to write in the file, I also show you how to write in a C string. What is a string? So I even indicate to you guys that you have been using C string, writing a C string without knowing. When you say hello world, like anything that you write in this way, hello or something like that, yeah, it's a C string. So we have been using C string without knowing, if it's your first time doing programming, so without knowing that you were doing programming. So in C string we have some things that we must discuss. The other things that we must discuss with you, I think I didn't finish everything that I wanted to tell you guys. So you can write a C string in terms of a function. You can write a C string in terms of a function. When you write a C string in terms of a function, if let's say for example, your C string must be like it will be in a, like as an argument. It will be an argument in a function. You can have, let's say, void. Let's say we can name it anything. Let's say void message. So inside your argument, which means you can have your char, and then you can name what kind of, maybe char, you say greetings. I'm just giving you that, yeah, greetings. So this is a function called void, which does not return a value, but in this function here, our argument is greetings. It's a string. So as long as you see char, you must remember that it's a string. So now you might find that in this greetings here, we have like we want to put greetings inside another somebody's greetings. We're going to add two greetings, or yes. So when we want to do that, to copy, let's say to copy a greetings in another char array, in another C string. So the problem that can arise is that you might find that the C string that we are copying to another C string is too small. So when it's too small, which means it will have a problem, and the problem that is gonna have, it will have that problem whereby your computer can crash or it can misbehave, in other words. So how can we solve that kind of issue? So the only way we can solve also that kind of issue, let's say maybe for example you have char greetings. I'm just gonna name it B, char greetings A. So in char greetings A, it was indicated that this C string is going to take 7 letters, a character of with a length of 7. So after that, now you want to use a string copy. To copy a string, you want to use a string copy to copy a string from what? From greetings. So you want to use a string copy to copy a string from greetings. So the first way you can do, the safer way, you can also assign the 1 for n, which is gonna give you 5. Sometimes if you have to use this way, whereby you just have to do like copy the string, so you might have some problems there. So if, let's say for example, we say, okay, we want to copy this string called greetings. Where are we going to be copying that string to? So the strings that we're going to be copying to, we have to copy it in greeting A. It's going to be inside to greeting A. So now, in order, if we are doing this way, we have to assign. So you can say assigned, let's say X. I'm gonna use X. Assign char X. X. So when we say assign char X, why am I using assign? Assign it takes the numbers, non-negative number, non-positive number up to 127. So which means it take none, if like if this string is higher, like if the number is either, if like when you are using as assign, it's going to take up to non-negative number up to 127. So which means if your string is higher than 127, it will have a problem too. So which means for the smaller string that you're going to be using, which is less than 127, you can use assign. This word letter we use assign. Assign is kind of like also when you are saying, it's kind of like when you are, the way I showed you with a static cast, but static cast just that is different when, because you're going to be converting. So we also have unassigned, which I'm going to explain now, so that you can know them. So unassigned, when you use unassigned, it takes non-positive numbers. It only display non-positive numbers. When I say there is no negative number that is gonna display, but when it displays those positive, non-positive numbers, like it can be any number when you use unassigned, but it will only return the positive number. If you say unassigned or char, for example, maybe you say unassigned int I equals to -3, then if you are returning this -3, it won't be a -3, it will be a positive. So that's the meaning of unassigned. So you can go and learn more about those two, but normally you just need to know them. So when we have this now, we can say, okay, because we use this string, we don't know how many letters are gonna be there, and then how many negative. So you can use we can associate it with the X there. When you associate with the X, but what we can do, we can say, okay, if, because we have assigned it, we use an if statement. If our X is less than, let's say, 7, if our X is less than 7, remember we use less, not less equals to, because there must be a space for null character /o. If our X is less than 7, what must it do? It must do something. You can then copy. You can then say string. You can then say string copy. But here, remember, when we say X equals to string copy, it's not supposed to be string copy. We are not copying anything. We are just assigning the length of that string so that it can work properly. So X is going to be assigned to what? X is going to be assigned to an integer, like something like an integer, the number, the size, how many elements. If it's 7, it's going to be assigned to that. So we can just mention as if like it's going to be assigned to an integer, because a string length, it return an int. So it's going to be assigned to a string length, which is going to return an int, is going to be equals to, calculate how many letters there are there. If they are less than 7, then we can string copy those. We can string copy what? We can string copy the greetings into a greeting. We can copy it to a greeting A,